Hello and a very warm welcome to another exciting day of cricket. It's the 7 Districts presents Emirates D10 2025 powered by Fancode. We are live from the Sharjah Cricket Stadium and the first game of the day is Abu Dhabi taking on Fujairah. That's match number 33 of the 7 Districts presents Emirates D10. And both these teams, like I said, have been wonderful throughout the tournament. Fujairah in particular have been in the top two, and Abu Dhabi have grown in confidence, have increased the number of wins and have ensured that they too get into the top four. Those are the four matches lined up today. Match number 33 is going to be Abu Dhabi taking on Fujairah. Match number 34 is Ajman taking on Team Dubai. Sharjah will be playing Abu Dhabi in match number 35, and Ajman will be playing their second game of the day against Emirates Blues. That's match number 36 of the day. Well, conditions are pretty hot and humid out there, but to tell us more about that and the wicket, we've got Ahmed Khwaja giving us his analysis of the pitch.
Another day of the 7 Districts presents Emirates D10 2025 powered by Fancode at the iconic Sharjah Cricket Stadium. It's a very crucial day as well as play-off qualification is on the line. So let's take a look at the 22 yards. Well, it is the same wicket we had yesterday, wicket number 2 here at the centre square. And as you can see, it has that typical Sharjah sheen on the wicket. Very, very flat, very, very true. And even though we've had a day of cricket here, no real sign of rough for the spinners to work with. So once again, it is a batting paradise. And we saw yesterday was a high scoring day. So my advice to the captains would be, look to bat first. Don't look for the run chase. Put the runs on the board. 125, 130 plus should be the name of the game. And that should be a competitive score on a very, very good batting surface.
Well, thank you, Ahmed. Yes, completely agree with his suggestion and recommendation that teams batting first have had more results going their way in the last few days, and that is why there's a lot of change in the points table as well. Fujairah are solid at the top with 14 points. However, Emirates Blues are closely following them in the number 2 position with 12 points. Now, Sharjah and Abu Dhabi, they've tied at that number 3 position with 10 points, and Abu Dhabi playing another 2 games today. If they can win both, they will get into the top 2, while Sharjah will also look to continue their winning momentum. Ajman have come from the bottom position to the number 5th position in the last couple of days with 3 wins in those matches, so they'll want to get that going in their favour as well. That winning momentum should be carried forward by Ajman in today's 2 matches that they are scheduled to play here at the Sharjah Cricket Stadium. Dubai, well, they've not had a great outing, and so has Emirates Reds, who have faltered and haven't got the right combination. They are languishing at the bottom of the table with just 6 points. So not all is over for the bottom 3. They will look to gain some points as well. A lot of matches still left to be played, and with the competition quite close amongst the middle position, so we expect them to have a close fight, and that competition to get into the top 4 is definitely heating up. Focus on this match, Abu Dhabi versus Fujairah. It's time to flip the coin and find out what the captains decide. We've got Mustafa Ali with the 2 captains for the toss.
The hot spell continues here in Sharjah, and so does the cricketing heat. Abu Dhabi taking on Fujairah. Ethan Carl D'Souza leading Abu Dhabi. Mayank Chaudhary, the captain of Fujairah. And to oversee the proceedings of this game, we do have the services of Mr. Iftikhar Ali, our match referee. Ethan will flip the coin, and Mayank will call. Tail is the call, and head it is. Ethan, you have won the toss. What have you decided and why?
We're going to bowl first because we think we can restrict them for a low enough score and hopefully chase it down.
And tough conditions, what is the plan and how is the mood in the camp?
The mood in the camp is very good. Obviously, we won our last 2 games yesterday, and we're just trying to make the most of it and hopefully end our league stage with 2 more wins.
And what about team news?
Team news is 2 changes. Haider Ali is out, and I come in, and Shehan comes in.
All the best and do well.
Thank you very much.
आपके विचार पहले बल्लेबाजी की दावत की गई.
हमारा प्लान था बॉलिंग करने का, बट ठीक है, बैटिंग आई तो बैटिंग से अच्छा स्कोर बनाएंगे और डिफेंड करेंगे उसको.
कंडीशंस काफ़ी टफ है, लेकिन आपकी भी काफ़ी अच्छी फ़ैन फॉलोइंग चल रही है यहाँ पे, क्योंकि अभी एक मैसेज आया मुझे, खास तौर से आपसे पूछने के लिए कहा गया. कवर ड्राइव्स माशाल्लाह से काफ़ी अच्छे चल रहे हैं, लेकिन त्वचा का राज बताएं यहाँ पे.
तो अच्छा अगर आज बस यही है, ये तो नेचुरल है, मैं कुछ सनस्क्रीन यूज़ नहीं करता, मे भी हो सकता है.
चलो, और टीम न्यूज़ के बारे में बताएं.
टीम न्यूज़ एक चेंज है, नबील की जगह पे हार्दिक पाई खेल रहा है आज.
बेस्ट ऑफ लक एंड एंजॉय द ओकेजन.
थैंक यू सो मच.
So the news from the center is that young Ethan Carl D'Souza, he has won the toss, and Abu Dhabi, they'll be bowling first.
Right, so the news is that Abu Dhabi have won the toss and they would want to chase in this game against Fujairah. That's the playing 11 for both the teams. Let's quickly have a look. For Fujairah, it's going to be Aryan Saxena, Falak Noor, Hafiz Rahman, Hardik Pai. That's the only change in the team. He comes in. Harshit Kaushik has been in prolific form for Fujairah. Keshav Sharma, Mayank Chaudhary, Mohit Kalyan. He too has been in scintillating touch, Mohit, and he is amongst the runs as well. Rohit Rathi, the wicket-keeper batter. Sanjay Pahel, the all-rounder. And Sumit Gosain makes the playing 11 for Fujairah. And to talk about Abu Dhabi, my name is Shoaib. With me in the combox is Rizwanur Rahman.
Thank you, Shoaib. Ali Abid at the top alongside Basil Hamid. Ethan Carl D'Souza getting a game today. Haider Razak was outstanding. Ibrar Ahmed Dawar, the speedster. Ehtasham Ullah will get a game today. Mohammad Nadeem. Skipper Rohan Mustafa leading from the front, and Shehan Reeratna will do the glove work. Siam Khan and Umair Ali Khan will conclude the playing 11 for Abu Dhabi. So equally poised teams, Shoaib. It's going to be a cracker of a contest. Abu Dhabi winning 2 previous encounters, and even Fujairah looking optimistic and positive. And most runs tally so far, Mayank Chaudhary sitting at the top with 277 runs, and right behind him is Rohan Mustafa, Mohit Kalyan as well at number 3, Raunak Ponali with 212 at number 4, and Standen from Ajman at number 5.
Yeah, you see the top 3 batters are coming from these 2 matches, Fujairah and Abu Dhabi, these 2 teams rather. So tells you that they are definitely a side to reckon. And as you rightly pointed out, a cracker of a game between these 2, because these 2 teams sport some really good talent. Rohan Mustafa, we know that he is an experienced campaigner. Mayank Chaudhary leading Fujairah is also the highest run scorer. Strike rates of around 190 for Mayank Chaudhary. So that's about the batters. Let's find out about the bowlers and who is the one who's ruling the roost in that department. Abdul Ghaffar is right at the top with 12 points for Emirates Reds, although their journey hasn't been very successful so far, but Abdul Ghaffar has been the standout performer for them. Mohammad Irfan is at number 2 with 10 points, and that too after missing a few matches, so he's definitely been amongst the wickets. Ajay Kumar, watch out for him. Emirates Blues left arm seamer, very impressive. Economy, the best of the lot, while Haider Razak is at number 4, and the wrist spinner Ibrahim Masood with 9 wickets is at number 5. That could change pretty quickly. Not a lot to differentiate between those bowlers.
Mayank Chaudhary, as usual, starting the proceedings for the batting department for Team Fujairah, alongside looking at the numbers, 277, the highest run getter in this tournament. He's been in sublime form, 250s to his name. Strike rate quite impressive. Mohit Kalyan, 240. He's as well in the top 5 batters with a strike rate of 184.62. Both of them have been the go-to man when it comes to the batting department. Rohan Mustafa, well, look at, I'm not too worried about the wickets there, Shoaib, but I'm quite impressive with the economical figures of Rohan Mustafa, and especially coming and bowling in the power play.
You're right. He's bowled in the power plays, and he's bowled against the best of the opposition. So the top order batters is where he's bowled most of his overs, and to be able to contain the flow of runs in the power play is something really spectacular. Jibby Alex on your screens right now. He'll be officiating the game, the on-field umpire. And he will signal let's play here, just moments away from the first ball being bowled.
Mohit, come back. Right arm over.
Play says GB Alex. Loud and clear. And Rohan Mustafa just making sure the field is right. On the offside, change in personnel. And he's all set to go. Ball number 1. Oh, that's poor. Missed his mark. And first runs on the board for Mayank. Off the mark with a boundary.
Good start for Mayank Chaudhary. Drifting down the leg side, missing his line and length, and you will be punished for that. And Mayank Chaudhary getting off the mark in style. A boundary to open the account for Fujairah as well as for Mayank Chaudhary.
Yeah, just not the right line from Rohan. Now a low full toss, hit straight. There is a long on in place. Does well to keep it down to a single. Good fielding.
They've made some changes, especially with getting in Hardik Pai, the spinner in place of Nabil Aziz. Nabil Aziz was expensive. He's not had the best of the tournament in the D10 series so far. Mohit Kalyan finds the gap and it will race away towards the boundary rubs. Both the batters getting a boundary of the first delivery. A bright start for the men in orange. And questions being thrown at Rohan Mustafa. Beautiful and easy for Mohit Kalyan. He's got to be careful with those lines, Rohan Mustafa. Much better on this occasion. They've got to a good start, Shoaib, and they've been doing this numerous amount of occasions in this tournament so far. Quite impressive, both the openers.
Yeah, it has been the secret for their success, isn't it? The batting for Fujairah has been wonderful. Mayank has looked good. He's looked solid. He's played some aggressive cricket. Hasn't been bogged down by the bowlers. Very fluent. Goes up an aerial over mid-off. And we'll have to wait for the umpire's confirmation. Looks like it's going to be 4 runs. Yeah, another 4 to end the over. Good successful over for Fujairah. They're up and running.
When those runs come, they come like a stream of river for Fujairah. Mayank Chaudhary getting maximum runs possible in the power play. 14 for none after 1.
Ten matches, 9 wickets. Economy of 7.9 for Haider Razak. Beautifully done. That's great shot. Placement perfect. Opening the face of the bat and well-deserved 4 runs for Mohit.
This has been the success for team Fujairah. The batters, they're getting those runs from both the ends. Full toss on offer. And Mohit Kalyan would not miss out on that opportunity. Show a quick question for you. As a bowler in a shortest format, would you look at getting a better economy rate or would you look for those wickets?
Yeah, it's a tough question to answer. It depends on the game, to be honest. Or when you've got runs on the board, you look to defend. When you're looking to attack, you're looking for wickets and not. So it depends on the game at hand. That's beautifully done on the up again. That's even better from Mohit. He looks in fine touch. Wonderfully hit for 4.
As I always say, it's a treat to watch both these batters. Look at that connection coming from the meat of the bat. He knew where the field was placed. And he's a master of finding those vacant areas, Mohit Kalyan.
As a bowler, I feel that you should always be looking for wickets. And if you can control, because if you get wickets, the economy will automatically take care of itself. Your new batters coming in, it's not easy to be scoring runs against you. So I would always prefer a bowler who is aggressive in mindset and looking for wickets.
So I'll take that. It also depends upon where a bowler is bowling. As you rightly mentioned, sometimes in the power play, you've got that protection in the field for the batters where they can go all guns blazing. So we've seen some bowlers with exceptional economical figures, but they've not been able to take wickets.
Nicely done again. Full. Now, what I don't understand, Rizwan, is sometimes the field placement that is there. If you've got a deep square leg, as in this case for Haider Razak, he's got a deep square leg on the boundary ropes, and then he's got a deep point on the boundary ropes. So, what is the plan? Where is he going to bowl? On both sides of the wicket? Is he going to bowl short? Is he going to bowl full? Because he's bowled full and he's been hit for boundaries over covers. This time it's short and wide. So the boundaries that have come on fuller deliveries. And if you're bowling full, you need to have fielders a lot straighter.
That's where we talk about you've got to bowl to your field. It's a very valid point that you've mentioned. That was the length that you can afford to bowl when you have a deep third in position. As long as you're able to bowl to your strength, you will be all right. But if you've got a field set up for a deep third and you're bowling full length, yes, you will be punished.
And as a captain, I wouldn't mind my bowler being hit in the areas for boundaries where you've got fielders on the boundary ropes. That means that you're bowling to a plan. And if that plan is not working, then it's a different scenario altogether. But if you've got fielders at square of the boundary, and if you're being hit boundary straight down the ground, that means something wrong with the plan. 2 overs, 25 for no loss. Umair Ali Khan, the new bowler being introduced, another experienced cricketer, has played a lot of T20 cricket, a lot of T10 cricket, has played franchise cricket as well. Wonderful character. Enjoys his cricket, and that's what I like about him. He's not got express pace, but he knows what his strengths are, and he backs himself.
Beautiful delivery. An inside edge, I reckon, on that occasion. A very good decision by the umpire. Umair Ali was not even interested in appealing for it. He knew there was an inside edge. Good delivery. As you rightly mentioned, Shoaib, he bowls with that military medium and has got a lot of variations as well. And that is the reason why he has been successful, especially in the bowling department.
I just wanted to have a look at that again. For me, it didn't look like he's got bat involved. I would want to see that in another slower version of that if possible, please. Because it felt like the bat was pretty far away from the pads on that occasion.
Umair Ali was not interested in that appeal.
Yeah, for me there's no pad involved, no bat involved rather, and I'm surprised that Umair didn't appeal for it.
It looks like it was very close on that occasion. I thought maybe a feather touch, but yes, the bat was away from the pads. And meanwhile, Umair Ali with a beautiful over, cutting down on the pace, bowling to his strength. Full toss. But no damage done. It'll just be a single.
What a good over this is turning out to be. Just 3 runs. One more ball to go. Even if he's hit for a boundary here, it's still a good over. He is being hit for a boundary. One bounce and over the ropes. Not the best that Umer has bowled, but he'll be happy with that over in general. Just 7 runs off it.
Lose full length on offer and fully cashed on that opportunity provided by Mayank to close out with a boundary. 3 gone, 32 for no loss. Three overs, 32 for no loss, and in comes Ibrar, another spectacular speedster, known to crank up the pace. He's got that ability that he can clock about 143 wickets for him. Decent economy rate, 8.87. You can consider that as good in the shortest format. Has been part of the ILT20 as well as Abu Dhabi T10 league. This young lad, very religious when it comes to the behind the scenes, works hard in the nets. Good looking shot in the gap. Rohan Mustafa will cut it off. And they'll get a couple of runs. That should have been collected cleanly. We've had these issues with the keepers of Abu Dhabi. Rohan Mustafa is furious. That could have been an opportunity for a run out. The story continues, especially behind the stumps. Have a look at that. A good throw. Oh, he was gone for all money. He was not even in the frame, Mohit Kalyan. Oh, these are the half chances that you've got to take. And Rohan Mustafa rightly disappointed. They could have got Mohit Kalyan back into the hut. Rohan Mustafa, he knew Mohit Kalyan was struggling. Shehan completely missing out. Well, he's cranking up the pace here. Bowling with some velocity is the young Ibrar. Responding to the call of the skipper. The power play did definitely belong to the men in orange, but ever since then Umair Ali Khan and Ibrar have managed to slow down things for Fujairah.
Yeah, that's what one good over can do. Umair Ali Khan bowling that over, just not allowing these two batters to score runs freely. Another sharp delivery. Some movement in the air as well. That was clearly missing the stumps. I wouldn't even appeal for that. Too much of energy wasted in that heat.
Was that the reason Umair Ali Khan did not appeal on the previous opportunity?
Yeah, I think he didn't. For me, I think he didn't see where the impact was while he was bowling in his follow-through. Might have missed that because that was I thought it was a very close call. The keeper did appeal, but it was a very stifled appeal. It was not full-fledged. This one's a full-fledged hit, but straight to the fielder. Mohit Kalyan mistimes one, rather times it too well, and finds Siam at mid-wicket. First wicket down.
This has been the story of full tosses in the D10 series so far. Usually as a batter, you would love to have those full tosses, and there were a lot of wickets lost and runs not being scored of it. Ibrar gets the major breakthrough for Team Abu Dhabi. Mohit Kalyan will have to depart after scoring 19 of 13. Fujairah lose their first, 36 for 1. Aryan Saxena. 3 innings so far for him. He's played 9 matches, 24 runs. And they've promoted him up the order, rightly so. They're sitting on the top on the points table, Fujairah. You might as well give some opportunity to the youngsters. And a perfect opportunity for him to cement his position in the team. Good delivery right on the money. Nibbing into the right-hander. The call is for 2. Ah, that was close. That will be sent upstairs. GB Alex. Yes.
That will be really unfortunate if that's a run out for Aryan Saxena. Plays it. Wanted the second, so he always called for it. Didn't put in the dive. Plonked the bat, dragged the bat rather, and that is a goner. Aryan Saxena will have to walk back. Another wicket falls. That's not good news for Fujairah. His stay is a very short one.
Shehan compensating on that previous mistake. Got it right this time. Fujairah lose their second. 37 for 2. Aryan departs after scoring 1 off 1. Another change in operation. Rohit Rathi has been sent up the order, and Mayank Chaudhary yet again finds the fence.
Well, he's been the chief constructor of the innings for Fujairah. Has held that one end up. It was in the slot again from Umair. And it was played in the gap. There was protection in the deep, but no chance for anyone to stop that. So 4 to start the over from Mayank. Makes room, plays it aerial, and goes over extra cover for another 4. Back-to-back boundaries.
This is what I love about Mayank Chaudhary. He's lost 2 wickets, but is not bogged down with that. And is still adapting that aggressive approach and getting boundaries quite comfortably. Another one for Mayank Chaudhary. He's raised on to 25 off 12 deliveries. He knows Abu Dhabi has a very strong lineup. They would look to score somewhere close to 120 to 130.
Full and a Yorker missed by the batter. Nicely bowled. Gets the Yorker right.
Full toss. The call is for 2. Rathi responds, but just gets in time is Mayank Chaudhary. Yeah, apart from the dot delivery, they made sure they're picking those boundaries as well as milking those singles and doubles. Choosy full toss, staying on the pads.
A good running between the wickets. 10 runs of this over for Umair Ali Khan. Two more deliveries to go in the over. 47 on the board. So the runs have come. They've just lost 2 quick wickets. Still got some batting left, especially with Mayank out there in the middle. Stepping down. Chips it for a single.
Fujairah, Abu Dhabi, Sharjah, Blues are looking really good in the tournament so far. They're currently holding the top 4 positions. Ajman will have to do a lot of hard work to climb up. Not going to be an easy affair for them. And what the bottom teams can do is they can create some turbulence in the points table, especially for the semi-final. That's a beautiful delivery from Umair Ali Khan. A dot to close out the over. 5 gone, 48 for 2, and there'll be change in the voices. Ahmed Khwaja and Mudassar Ali will take you through for the next passage of play.
Well, there you have it then. Floating power play enforced by Fujairah. Thank you very much, Shoaib and Rizwan. Match hanging in the balance here. And good positive move made by the skipper of Fujairah, Mayank Chaudhary. Wants to get on with the game here. It's going to be Haider Razak to bowl the floating power play over. Deep point and deep square leg in position. Mayank Chaudhary holds the key. Full toss is punched over mid-on. Straight as an arrow. And for half a dozen to welcome Mudassar Ali.
What a hit. It has been a tournament which will be remembered for the class batting of Mayank Chaudhary. A full toss, not trying to go across the line. Beautifully managed with the straight bat, a maximum for Mayank.
Yeah, you make an excellent point there. He could have easily looked to heave across the line, kept his shape, kept his balance, and a great start. Excellent comeback delivery. It's a battle of two quality cricketers.
Absolutely, what a comeback. He tried to bowl that York on the very first ball. Slight error, he was punished, but backing his strength is Haider. Not afraid to try one more Yorker this time. It was right on the money. It's a floating power play, so just 2 fielders stationed outside 30-yard circle.
Oh, beat him for pure pace on that one. So Haider Razak is really bending his back here.
This is a rare sight. Mayank trying to go towards that leg side because he's very strong towards the off side and he loves to play towards that cover region, but instead of that opted to go towards that leg side and misses the line completely. What a comeback by Haider.
Yeah, you're spot on there. He should have looked to punch that over extra cover rather than play towards square leg. Sometimes you just bank on your muscle memory. Another excellent ball. Well, Haider Razak has grown leaps and bounds in the last 6 to 8 months, Mudassir.
I completely agree with you, Ahmed, and it's always good to see so many young talent coming here in UAE domestic circuit and making a name for themselves, not only as a bowler, but he's a useful all-rounder and a terrific fielder.
Oh, he's one of the best in the outfield, especially on those high catches. Sometimes you feel that underneath he's wearing a blue and red suit with the S on. True Superman. Meanwhile, it's been a pretty decent floating power play over from Abu Dhabi. They're playing their last 2 group games here. Umair Ali Khan looks like he is suffering under this very, very severe heat. And you and I can certainly understand what he's feeling.
It's really tough. It's 35, 37 degrees Celsius out there in the middle, but that hot wind not helping the cause of the fielders. So number 7 walks out and walks in number 14, the substitute fielder. But I clearly remember yesterday Ahmed was talking about Haider Razak and his standard he set up in the field. He's rated as one of the best fielders alongside Mohammad Wasim and Farazuddin.
Oh, absolutely. That would be my top 5. This lad is a super athlete. Excellent bowling again. To be able to land those consistent Yorkers It's not easy at all.
Oh yes, and that too in this scorching heat. Running almost from the 30-yard circle. Not only heat, but also you have that extra pressure of Rohan Mustafa, who's standing at mid-off.
Yeah, that is much worse than the heat. That pressure. Flicked away, but will only find the fielder Ehtisham, who does well. Well, it's a wicketless spell, but certainly an outstanding one from Haider Razak. 57 for 2. So one speedster replaces another. It will be Siam Khan. Oh, pardon me. Yes, it is Siam Khan. I knew my eyesight is working. Just about.
When you're in the com box, you cannot be wrong, Ahmed. Let me tell you that.
Oh, too kind of you. He will be coming in from the SCA end. Oh, that's high. And it's missed the keeper as well. Beamer. Free hit. 4 runs gifted.
What a start for Fujairah in this over. 5 runs, bonus runs for Fujairah. Going at 10 runs per over, trying to bowl that Yorker. He sets the line completely, no chance for the wicket keeper. He tried his best, but 5 runs will be added to the total.
Got the fright of his life there, Mayank Chaudhary. I'm sure it was not on purpose. Right then, free hit with long off, long on. 2 men deep on the onside. Trying to force the issue once again. Just looks like he's lost his rhythm in his batting so far, Mayank. Siam, he took 3 wickets from the Bukhatir end yesterday, so I'm not sure why he's coming in from the far side.
I think we need to ask this to Rohan Mustafa, because Siam has no control on that.
No, I'm not going to ask him. I'm scared of Rohan Mustafa. No, truly, he's a wonderful chap. Just within the tram lines. Umpire GB Alex gives him the benefit of the doubt.
Now well bowled. Keeping it away. Fuller, nicely bowled, and a good decision. Very watchful is GB Alex.
You cannot pitch the ball more perfect than that for a wide delivery. That's as close as it gets. Lowish full toss, miscued. They will look for 2. They're pushing on the throw. Oh, good running by Mayank and Rathi. They're striving for an extra run wherever they can find it.
Where most of the batters in this heat, they would walk for a single. These two are running hard, converting that single into double, putting pressure on Basil Hamid. Excellent running between the wickets.
Mayank Chaudhary has been very impressive in this tournament. The range hitting, the fitness standards. Lovely. Great invention from Rohit Rathi, and gets a needed boundary for Fujairah.
He needs to deliver in this game for Fujairah. Well calculated risk, well managed. Expected that Yorker quite early and nicely managed. 4 runs.
Yeah, just got a tad bit predictable there, Siam Khan. Looking for that wide Yorker. Manufactured a shot out of thin air. Well played by Rathi. Oh, pulls his length back. He was looking for that chip over point, but just too quick for him.
Either he'll bowl Yorker or he'll keep it away from you. A good comeback. Change in line and length from Siam.
It can be difficult to control your line and length with that slingy action, but he's done well. Not quite out of the middle. And all they'll get is a single. So Fujairah gaining some momentum in the batting effort. 70 for 2 after 7. Ibrar Ahmed to continue from the Bukhatir end. Oh, that's another high one. Well, I think he was attempting that change of pace, got it all wrong.
Why he's surprised? He's having a serious look at Kamran. So not a good start. Rohan Mustafa is annoyed.
Yeah, this is not good. What happened here? Just slipped out. Yeah, it was. He had that off-cutter grip. Couldn't quite pull it off. So another free hit for Fujairah. Skewed over point. Not out of the middle. So they'll get two. Oh, Rathi, I thought he was struggling. Just about made it. I'm sure he's panting hard, running those hard doubles with Mayank.
Excellent, excellent. The conditions are tough, but they are fighting hard because they are up against a quality Abu Dhabi side. So you need to run hard to get those runs.
Yeah, this is certainly looking like a playoff matchup of the future. He reads the slow delivery, but Rohan Mustafa is there. And he will make no mistake. Gets the off-cutter right and gets his man.
Rohit Rathi's poor form. He was promoted up the order one more time, but not able to contribute much. Roll of fingers, nicely done, keeping it away from Rathi. And Rathi not able to keep it away from Rohan Mustafa. No mistake. A wicket goes down. The partnership comes to an end. 73 for the loss of 2.
Keshav Sharma coming in at number 5. Hard-hitting all-rounder. He's having a good tournament so far. Wickets and runs. Strike rate has been excellent, even though he's had limited opportunities at the crease. So just when you thought Fujairah would take the game away, Abu Dhabi are hitting back with some wickets. Ibrar switching to around the wicket for the left-hander. Oh dear me, they've been poor with the extras today, Abu Dhabi.
Surprise. Promoting Keshav Sharma. No Harshit Kaushik, the left-hand batter. Got a wicket, but also giving away those extras easily.
It's been a bit of a toil for Abu Dhabi today. At times they bowled supremely well. At times sprayed the ball all over the park. That's better. He's trying to bowl that change of pace once again. And that's the name of the game. You offer pace to the batters, they'll manipulate the ball and take advantage.
Absolutely, and not much assistance, especially for the seamers. All they need to rely is on those variations. And we have seen they were rewarded whenever they bowl those variations, cutters. 12 dot deliveries, not bad, played by Fujairah batters.
Highish full toss on that occasion, going pace on once more. Yeah, only 1-6 hit by Fujairah today, and that is the problem. In the D10 format, you need to be able to clear the fence consistently for a big score.
And somehow I feel the reason is Mayank, instead of relying on timing, he's trying to go hard. That is the reason he's struggling for the last few deliveries.
Yeah, you can't really blame the pitch. It's a very, very good one. Just isn't happening at the moment. Well, beat him for pace on that occasion. Still managed to squeeze it away through the covers. So in the end, Ibrar Ahmed has come back well after that no ball.
Absolutely. A boundaryless over. 7 runs so far. It all depends on Mayank Chaudhary, but still I'm surprised. Ahmed, why no Harshit Kaushik?
Oh, absolutely. 2 player of the match performances for Fujairah. He would have been ideal in this scenario. Can produce those big shots when required. All they'll get is 1. Ibrar has done well. 2 for 13 on the day. 78 for 3. 2 overs to come. So Rohan Mustafa to bowl the penultimate over from the Sharjah Cricket Academy, and that is the one ideal for the spinners with a bigger onside boundary, 2 right-handers at the crease. But will he be bowling those dibbly-dobbly swing deliveries or off spin? Oh! Well, he's going to bowl a bouncer. That is Rohan Mustafa for you.
Short run up, but always bowls with express pace.
Another one. There is a long leg. Oh, just carries. A much needed maximum.
Wait for the reaction. Wait for the reaction of Rohan Mustafa. Well checked by Mayank. At last a maximum. It took some time. Back of length. Waited and waited. Wind helping Mayank to fetch that maximum. He was in an awkward position. He needs to stay on the rope. Is it 1 bounce 4?
Yeah, Siam was just a bit fine. And hence it ballooned over him. Usually is a pretty good catcher in the outfield. So 4 or 6, that is the question. It's a low scoring game so far, so every run is crucial. And this should give us the entire story. Just on the rope. So that I feel is perhaps going to be half a dozen. Or is it just that half an inch on the field of play?
It's a beautiful game. Sometimes it won't spare anyone who is associated with this game. Even the TV umpire, he is having a tough time, Ahmed. It's not easy call to make.
There it is then. Confirmation. Good start in the penultimate over. They need plenty more. Mayank looking for yet another half century in the D10. One hand off. The call is for two. They'll have to push. No chance. Good fielding by young legs in the outfield.
A good comeback after going for a maximum. No helmet for Mayank Chaudhary. That is the reason he was trying to bowl this back of length delivery to force him on the back foot. The left hand right hand combination. Now they need a couple of boundaries in this over.
Let's see if Keshav can unleash. Certainly has the capability. Lowish full toss. That's perfectly fine at this stage. Fujairah will be hoping to go beyond 100. If they do really well, maybe 110. But it's looking difficult at the moment.
Anything above 100 will be a good total. A full toss.
Another high ball and will be taken. Ethan is safe as houses. And Mayank could not maximize the full toss. Rohan Mustafa gets his man.
Just lost his grip. Mayank trying to play towards that corner. A full toss. Not a good delivery, but what matters is the wicket going down here. Mayank Chaudhary, another valuable knock from the captain of Fujairah. 46 of just 28 balls, 5 fours, 2 maximums. 86 for the loss of 4.
Well, this is a bit of a surprise. It's the big fast bowler Sumit coming into bat at 6. Maybe Fujairah in the mood for some experimentation. They have a strong position in the points table, so you can afford to just tinker with the squad. Hard drive towards long on. Ethan gets around quickly and keeps them to 1. So final 6 coming up. Fujairah 87 for 4. So Siam Khan will close out the innings, and he's got the right end for his in-swing. He'll be operating from the Bukhatir end. Can he land those block hole Yorkers? Oh, inside edge. Fine leg. Should be able to rope this in. It's been a stop-start sort of effort from Fujairah today.
It will haunt them not sending Harshit Kaushik. I'm not sure whether he's fit enough or not, because they have lost Mayank, but they have sent Sumit Gosain. No Harshit Kaushik. How many more runs they can add in the last 5 legal deliveries?
Yeah, not going to be easy to overpower Siam Khan when he's bowling pace on. Straying down leg, wicketkeeper does well, Shehan. They've certainly been very generous with the extras today. Abu Dhabi, will that haunt them?
Four wickets down. 2 batters out there in the middle. Tough conditions. They are finding it really hard to find that boundary here.
Yeah, Abu Dhabi have been pretty decent with the ball. A lot of firepower. Brilliant wide Yorker. This is superb bowling.
Looks so good when you bowl with that accuracy, pinpoint accuracy from Siam. A fuller length, wide Yorkers, nicely done.
Yeah, he can catch you off guard because he gets that ball to tail away from the right-hander, away from the left-hander rather, in the air. Oh, how did that miss the stumps? Shehan, well, he's applauding the bowler's effort. What about your wicket-keeping effort?
Not happy is Siam. These hot conditions, he's giving his best and he expects his wicket-keeper to do a good job behind the stumps.
Did get a difficult bounce there, Shehan, to be fair. But what a superb final over. Onto the pad, nothing doing with these sensational Yorkers coming in from Siam Khan, right on the money. Well, looks like it will be a below par score here for Fujairah. Keshav and Sumit have tried their best. Sliced away, deep cover, will need to cut it to two, does well, and in the end I think that is a fabulous all-round bowling effort from Abu Dhabi to keep Fujairah below 100. They've executed their plans for the most part, and I think Rohan Mustafa will be plenty satisfied. A good effort from everybody.
No, absolutely. Credit should be given to the way they came back. 14 dot deliveries. They have got 22 singles and just couple of maximum 9 fours. So it clearly shows the bowling has been up to the mark. They bowl with lot of discipline. I won't say discipline because they've given 9 extras, in fact 10 extras. Mayank 46, another brilliant knock from the captain. Mohit started off really well, but nothing much in that middle and lower down order. 10 overs, all they could get is 94.
Look at the economy rates of Umair Ali Khan, Ibrar, Ahmed and Siam. Outstanding. Even Haider Razak did a good job bowling in the floating power play. And Rohan Mustafa, we know all about his class and ability. Ibrar, the pick of the bowlers, with 2 for 13 on the day. Taking a look at the highlights of this first innings, it was Abu Dhabi won the toss and invited Fujairah to bat first. And they started off well, did Fujairah. Mayank Chaudhary was looking fluent. Mohit Kalyan continuing his good form as well. Some good clean striking down the ground. That is certainly their calling card. That was a glorious punch through extra cover. Umair Ali Khan was treated roughly as well. But then falling to a low full toss, Mohit will be disappointed. After that, Aryan Saxena given an opportunity and he ran himself out. Looking for the hard double. Excellent pickup and throw from Siam Khan. Right alongside the stumps. Mayank Chaudhary kept swinging for the fences. But overall, the Abu Dhabi bowling was quite disciplined. And it was a bit of a toil to pick up those sixes. Only 2 coming in for Fujairah. Rohit Rathi did pick up a boundary but then hold out towards long off. This was a rare 6 hit by Fujairah up and over square leg. But then Mayank Chaudhary, trying to repeat the dose, was holed out in the deep. And that took away the momentum from the Fujairah batting effort. So 95 is the target for Abu Dhabi to get across the line and get the 2 points. How will they fare in the run chase? We'll find out in a few minutes' time.
Fujairah versus Abu Dhabi. Two good sides, and Fujairah posted 94 for the loss of 4. In their first innings, it was yet again Mayank Chaudhary's brilliance with the bat that took Fujairah to a competitive total, and Rohan Mustafa bowled quite well, so was Ibrar and Siam. The problem has been the extras column. Apart from that, the bowlers did a good job on this flat deck to keep them under 100. So now it's up to Rohan Mustafa and his partner and the other batters to get those runs. In a sublime form in this tournament, Rohan Mustafa, 242 runs to his name, 45 best, and a strike rate of almost 165. Alongside him is young Ehtesham, no Junaid Afridi, couple of innings, short of runs. This will be a good contest. Yet to get the first wicket this tournament, 11 economy, 3 matches played, 2 matches in fact played before this by Hafizur Rahman, the left arm quickie known for generating the pace as well as the swing. And looking at the field setup, there is deep extra cover and deep square leg. I think keeping in mind against the left-hand batters, he has the tendency to keep it away from the left-hand batter. He could have opted for a third man as well as the deep extra cover instead of deep square leg, but he has his own plans. Kamran says play on. Table toppers with 14 points, Fujairah, wherein Abu Dhabi, they are making a comeback in this tournament, back-to-back wins previous day, and they'll be looking for a couple of more points against Fujairah. Runs in Hafiz. And goes big. Rohan Mustafa on the very first ball sends Hafizur Rahman out of the park. What a start. A maximum. Just the right time to introduce Shoaib Ahmed in the com box. What a start, Shoaib.
Well, thank you, Mudassir. Rohan has been in prolific form and he continues to score runs for Abu Dhabi. This time on the very first ball of this run chase on the pads, and he says, thank you.
An attacking batter, the captain of Abu Dhabi. Look at that. Straight away, running hard. It won't be easy for his partners because he loves to take those quick singles. Ehtesham, it's a very good opportunity for this young lad to get some runs and cement his place. 95 is the target. They started off really well. Left hand, right hand combination means there will be change in the field. And for sure, the stamina of these players will be tested.
Yes, it has been hot in these conditions. It's getting hotter every day, around 36 degrees. The evenings are a lot easier to negotiate and play in those conditions, but the first couple of matches are the toughest. .95 on the board. That's the target that Abu Dhabi is chasing. They've done well to restrict Fujairah and their batters to 95. Quick single. Very risky run from Rohan Mustafa.
I just don't understand why he loves so much to run hard. In this heat, most would love to just go for those big shots, but this man, he runs hard as if he's sprinting in the Olympics.
Yeah, running is one thing. I mean, I'm sure a lot of batters want to keep themselves busy in the middle and rotate strike. But with Rohan Mustafa, the problem is that he hits it straight to the fielder and runs. Nicely bowled. And there you go. He was off.
Not sure whether Etasham is happy that he's got an opportunity to bat at the top of the order, or just he's cursing himself. Why I'm out there with Rohan Mustafa, that too in these tough conditions. And I'm just wondering, during our playing days, we used to play back-to-back matches, if you remember, Shoaib, on Fridays and Saturdays, whether the temperature is 40 or 45. It's all about the passion and the love for the game.
Yeah, good old days. 3 T20 matches we used to play in a day. And there were no night games. So we used to start at 6 in the morning and finish by 7 in the evening during the summer days. Moving from one ground to another in Queen and Ajman. Only that half an hour break in the middle for Friday prayers. What time? 11 for no loss after the first over. Sumit Gosen, the new bowler for Fujairah. Economy of 11.3.
Good hit. Tried his best, Saxena, but no stopping. What a connection from Rohan Mustafa. 4 runs.
Nicely drilled straight down the ground, clearing his front leg. Rohan Mustafa hits it and beats the mid-off fielder. No chance for Aryan. That went and reached the boundary ropes. It was Hardik Pai, who's now been moved to covers. Nicely done, up and over this time. No chance for anyone to stop that. And Hardik Pai will have to do the running again. Back-to-back boundaries for Rohan.
A masterclass from Rohan Mustafa. The experience of Rohan Mustafa. Wide, fuller delivery and nicely managed. Not trying to hit it hard. Leaning on that front foot and opening the face of the blade. A brilliant placement and timing. So back-to-back boundaries. A flying start for Abu Dhabi, thanks to their captain, who quickly moves to 17. Make it 3 in a row. Change of pace. Hammered down the ground.
Well, Sumit Gosen has been taken to the cleaners by Rohan. Short and hit straight over towards the long off region. Had to reach for that ball, but Rohan Mustafa has managed to find those gaps on a regular basis in the power play. Again in the gap, pierced on the offside, and boundary number 4 for Rohan Mustafa. 4 deliveries from Sumit, all 4 reaching the boundary ropes. Consecutive hits from Rohan.
Not a good start for Sumit Gosen, but a good start for Abu Dhabi. Goes through the offside. Impeccable timing and placement continues by Rohan Mustafa. An expensive over by Sumit Gosen. Now, with those boundaries, he has forced the captain Mayank Chaudhary to make those changes in the field. The cover goes to the deep extra cover. Long on comes in. They have deep square leg. Not express with the pace. Sumit Gosain. He'll rely on that swing with the new ball. Another one. A maximum. What was the fielder doing there? Hardik Pai. 4 fours, then a maximum.
The field placement was right, and the ball was good as well from Sumit. Good connection from Rohan. Hardik Pai was kept interested. Let's look at that. If that was a chance or not. Went up and over. Didn't even try. Hardik Pai, he always felt that he's not going to reach.
So why to waste the energy? And why to put that effort? Goes toward that leg side, a maximum. What an over. He's going bonkers here. 28 runs, league by Sumit Gosain.
Well, just brilliant hitting from Rohan Mustafa. Not the best of Sumit, but that was on the pads, asking to be hit. He gets good connection and sends it up and over square leg. 28 runs in the over. 39 for no loss. $39 for no loss after 2 overs. It's going to be Keshav Sharma to bowl. .5. That's the current run rate. Required run rate of 7. Easy from here on. Up and over. Yet again. One bounce and over the ropes. And boundaries continue to flow for Abu Dhabi.
They look very ordinary. With the ball also in the field. Way outside the off stump. And nicely managed, chasing that delivery and goes over the point field. A couple of bounces for 4 runs. What a start for Abu Dhabi. Short of runs, and this is a very good opportunity for Ehtisham to get some runs, to get that confidence back.
This is good batting from Ehtisham. Was out for a duck in that game yesterday. But today, looking to set himself in. Rohan Mustafa, 37 runs of 10 deliveries.
A true leader, a true match winner. He's dealing in maximums here. He continues to punish the bowlers of Fujairah. It was in his arc and he goes big.
Yes, out of the park for Rohan. Gets great connection. Full delivery in the slot from Keshav. And it's a big hit from the big man. Rohan Mustafa is on fire.
If you remember, Shoaib, the first time I saw Rohan was way back in 2010, 15 years almost, but still he comes out with the same attitude and hunger. Always wants to perform, always win games for his side.
Oh yes, he's somebody who's just been a loyal servant to the game, has played a lot of cricket in the UAE, for UAE as well. Played the 2015 World Cup. Still looking for the ball.
Still searching. He's quick with the ball. Also, he needs to be quick while looking out for that ball, taking his own time. A tough time for fast bowler Shoaib.
Yeah, just still looking for the ball. He's been looking at every row and finally finds it. Well done, Hafizur Rahman. The official ball finder for Fujairah now.
If I was Hafizur Rahman, would have taken that exit gate from there itself. 50 up for Abu Dhabi. Last 7 balls Rohan Mustafa faced. He got 34 runs, 4 fours, 3 maximums. They are in a hurry. It's not only about those 2 points, but also they want to make sure to better their net run rate. Keshav Sharma is under pressure here. 11 runs so far. 43 in just 11 balls. Can he set the record here?
Goes big again, straight over long on this time. Another 6. 2 consecutive 6s for Rohan Mustafa.
Overall, last 8 balls, 4 fours and 4 maximums. Not learning from his mistakes is Keshav Sharma yet again. It was in the radar of Rohan Mustafa. No mistake. 49 for Rohan Mustafa. 1 run away from a milestone.
Hits it straight. And will look for the second as well. They're going for it. If Ehtisham makes it safely. And what an innings from the captain of Abu Dhabi. The fastest 50 in this edition of the 7 Districts Presents Emirates D10 2025. Powered by Fancode. 13 balls is all it took for Rohan Mustafa to get to 51 runs. Absolute brilliance from the left-handed Rohan Mustafa. Single to end the over. 20 runs coming off it. After 3 overs, Abu Dhabi in a very comfortable position. 59 without a wicket. .52 of 14 for Rohan Mustafa. 59 runs have been scored. Out of that, 52 have come from the bat of Rohan Mustafa. And now they can take the power play, the floating power play. That's nicely bowled by Falak Noor. Quick and straight. And Rohan for the first time has been beaten.
Oh, what a knock, whether it's with the ball or with the bat. He's always in the fight. A backbone. The captain of Abu Dhabi, always among the runs. What a knock. Records tumble down here at Sharjah Cricket Stadium. 13 balls, 50 for Rohan Mustafa. The fastest 50 of this tournament. The record belongs to Rohan Mustafa. Falak Noor, the bowler. He bowled quite well. Game changer. 2 overs, 24 were needed in the previous night. He came and gave away just 4 runs. A quality fast bowler, Falak Noor.
Yes, that spin option hasn't worked for Fujairah. Keshav was taken for some runs and Sumit Gosen too was expensive. 35 more needed to win this game for Abu Dhabi. They've got all 10 wickets in hand.
Complete dominance, especially from their captain. So taking time. Falak Noor, he's up against Ehtesham. Not a good connection, but they'll take a single here. Always comes out with a positive intent. And what a comeback for Abu Dhabi. They were struggling, losing back-to-back matches, but came back strongly in this tournament, winning the previous two encounters. Now looking to get a couple of more points in their kitty. 331 is the strike rate. 5 sixes and 4 fours so far. Chance, opportunity. Rare dot delivery here. A good over in progress by Falak Noor. Very hard-working and talented fast bowler, Falak Noor. In this hot conditions, the fast bowlers putting their extra effort to always give the special feeling. They are not going down easily here. A full toss, and this time finds the man at last. A wicket goes down. Falak Noor strikes. An ordinary delivery, but he gets a wicket here.
Well, they tried everything, the short delivery, the full delivery. What worked in the end is a full toss, a juicy one. Again, sliced, was not able to clear the fielder, and Rohan Mustafa departs. Falak Noor appreciating that knock from Rohan Mustafa. But it has been a brilliant innings. 53 of 18. Leading the side from the front, Rohan. 61 for 1. Ali Abid at number 3. 61 for 1. And in comes another dangerous batter, Mudassir. Ali Abid, he too has been hitting some big sixes for Abu Dhabi in the last few games.
Whenever the team was in trouble, he stepped up with the bat, got those runs, Ali Abid. But what an over. Brilliant over. Just 3 runs and he got that big wicket of Rohan Mustafa. But still in a strong and commanding position. Abu Dhabi 62 for the loss of 1 at the end of over number 4.
And he scored 250s then.
62 for the loss of 1. 4 overs. Keshav Sharma, he will continue. Was expensive in his first over, 20 runs leagued by Sharma. And inside edge, lucky runs. 4 more runs will be added to the total. So The first boundary for Ali Abid, but not in a convincing way.
That ball keeping a bit low. And not bending enough. Ali Abid wanted to smack that straight down the ground, but lucky runs for Ali Abid and for Abu Dhabi. Pushed for a single. They're looking for the second. That's good running. Very good running from Ehtisham.
Excellent. Running hard. Hafiz covered a lot of ground. This was a low full toss, trying to clear that mid-off fielder, but finds the man. So left arm orthodox. Keshav into his second and final over. Another inside edge. Plenty of options for Fujairah when we talk about left arm orthodox. They have the service of Nabil Aziz, who is not playing this game. Harshit Kaushik. But what about leggies in UAE domestic circuit? The one boy, I would love to see him get those wickets. He used to be called as a wonder boy, Aditya Shetty. Getting runs with the bat, but with the ball.
We've just got 2 balls left to discuss about Aditya Shetty, and that's very less time for us to describe his journey. Immensely talented, but I think he is not justified his own potential. Plays for Dubai. Quite a few wrist spinners, in fact, have come up the ranks in recent times. Ibrahim Masood has been brilliant with the ball for Sharjah. Inside edge and crashes into the stumps. Keshav will be very happy with that wicket. Ali Abid will have to walk back.
Already survived a couple of times inside edge going for a boundary, but now chopped on. A wicket goes down here. Ali Abid, short stay at the crease. 70 for the loss of 2.
Basil Hamid coming in at number 4, bereft of runs in the D10 this season. But this is a good opportunity to just knock off the remaining 25. Come in, not out. Required run rate is very straightforward, to say the least, thanks to brilliance from Rohan Mustafa. In the end, it's been a decent over from Keshav, but he did take a bit of tap overall. 70 for 2. Hardik Pai, UAE under 19 product, very talented off spinner. Good to see him getting an opportunity in the D10. Rizwanur Rahman alongside me. Good afternoon and welcome.
Good afternoon to all our viewers and good afternoon Ahmed Khwaja. What an outing it has been for Team Abu Dhabi. Rohan Mustafa yet again leading from the front.
Oh, he was truly spectacular. Oh, looking to go big over extra at the Sham. Hasn't been at his fluent best in this D10. On a pitch where the Fujairah batting struggled. A 13-ball half century from Rohan. That is truly a remarkable performance. Oh, that is a clean connection. Sailing over square leg for half a dozen.
He was a spectator at the other end when the fireworks were produced by Rohan Mustafa, and taking that responsibility after the departure of both the batters Ali Abed, then he got that connection right at the Sham.
Yeah, he is a very highly rated young wicketkeeper, and you can see why. That's a fabulous shot. I remember a couple of D50s ago, he made a brilliant 100 for Abu Dhabi.
Catch it.
Oh, outside edge. Unlucky there, Hardik. Did dare to flight the ball, but it's backfired.
Streaky and expensive over so far. Sham will certainly take it. They've got a clear plan. They want to accelerate that net run rate, and why not?
Oh, absolutely. Want to lock in that top 4 slot. Their final 2 group games today at the D10, so they'll have a few days to put up their feet, watch the proceedings, but they want to finish well here. Can they make it 4 wins out of 4? Other 6 teams will keep a close eye on Abu Dhabi. That is for sure. This is in the gap. Deep cover will cut the angle. So they will only pick up 1. Basil Hamid, what's he thinking?
Yeah, he's got to just stay there, finish the game for his team. He was able to pick up some runs in the previous outings, Basil Hamid. And if he can get in form, especially towards the business end, it will be a value add for Team Abu Dhabi.
Oh, gets a friendly delivery, and he's crashed that away towards cover point for 4.
Gift on offer. And Basil Hamid will never miss out on a juicy full toss. And that will release a bit of pressure as well for Basil Hamid.
Yeah, Hardik Pai is leaking runs here, not being able to pitch the ball on a goodish length. It's been an off day for Fujairah for sure. Maybe tired legs. Struck firmly, but towards the fielder in the deep. Yes, so if Basil Hamid finds his form, then Abu Dhabi will truly look like a formidable batting side. 86 for 2 at the end of 6 overs.
Twenty of 10 for Sham, 5 of 3 for Basel, and I wonder how many player of the match trophies Rohan Mustafa has, and by the end of his retirement he would probably need a 5-bedroom villa to store them.
I think he can fill his entire garage with trophies easily. He could fill my garage with trophies. I can guarantee you that. What a performer. What a champion. And he still has that hunger, that desire, the fitness, the consistency to be one of the best in the UAE.
He enjoys his cricket out in the middle and makes sure the team enjoys as well, but discipline is of utmost priority for him.
Oh, absolutely. There's no funny business once you cross the white line. Falak Noor. He's been a decent performer for Fujairah in the D10. Young fast bowler. Not an easy format for them at all, but he's done quite well over the past few games.
Yeah, it's been on and off team Falak Noor. They've made some changes. I mean, you're up against a strong team like Abu Dhabi. They've made some changes with the batting order. Unfortunately, not working in their favour. Mayank and Mohit opening, but it was Rohit Rathi. Harshit Kaushik didn't come out to bat.
Yeah, there was some room for experimentation for Fujairah. Whipped away and the square leg has lost it. Oh dear me. Sumit Gusain was dreaming of something and the dream was not of the ball. What happened there?
Was completely missed out on that. Could not just figure out where the ball was travelling. Slow one from Falak Noor. I didn't knew where the ball was, and in the end, a comfortable boundary.
Well, it's been that sort of day for Fujairah. Just haven't put their best foot forward. And unlucky Falak Noor. He'd only conceded 4 runs previous to that. 1 hit away now. Abu Dhabi. It's been a commanding show with ball and certainly with bat. Lofted in front of the long on. Ehtisham looking for that punch towards cow corner. And that net run rate boost they will get will be significant as well, Rizwan.
Oh, absolutely. It'll give you a lot of confidence as well. And they would be eyeing for the number 1 position. As you know, the top 4 will play, the 1 will play number 4, 2 will play number 3. So that's exactly what Abu Dhabi would be looking at. They've had their surprises in the tournament, but they've managed to pull things back in control.
Yeah, when it truly mattered. Crashed away behind point, and that will be the game. Winning runs smashed by Basil Hamid. Abu Dhabi completely outclassing Fujairah.
Positive signs for Abu Dhabi and positive sign for Basil as well. Getting that boundary, winning runs for Abu Dhabi. Waited and carved it over the point region. This is magnificent from the men in yellow.
They have won this game with more than 3 overs to spare and plenty of wickets in hand. Back to the drawing board for Fujairah. Abu Dhabi finding their feet, finding their form at the right stage of the tournament. This is a statement victory. Let's take a look at the batting scorecard then. Rohan Mustafa, truly incredible. He got his 50 of just 13 deliveries. In the end, finished with 53 of 18. And excellent support provided by Ehtishamul Haq and Basil Hamid, who polished off the remaining few runs that were out there to get. In terms of the bowling, Falak Noor was pretty good, 1 for 13, 1 wicket for Keshav, but he did take a bit of tap. The score on board was just not enough for the Fujairah bowlers to defend. 61 run opening partnership settled the contest. Well, taking a look at the highlights, it was the Rohan Mustafa show right from ball 1. Lofting Hafiz over widest long on for 6. And he took 28 runs, Rizwan, against Sumit Gusain, smashing him to all parts.
Well, he got that opportunity and he's made full use of it against Sumit Gusain. He was put to test, and what an outing. He laid the foundation in the power play, and yet again leading from the front, getting that half century. That was a wicket of Rohan Mustafa. A good catch in the end. Ali Abid was trying to go, but didn't get the connection and inside edge onto the stumps, and then it was Ehtisham and Basil who took the relay baton and got their team over the line with comfort and ease. That was the boundary of the final delivery, the winning runs for Abu Dhabi.
Truly brilliant, and they're looking like title contenders for sure. Match summary then, Fujairah were restricted to 94 runs in their allotted 10 overs despite Mayank Chaudhary with a heroic 46 of 28. Ibrar Ahmed was outstanding, 2 for 13. Rohan Mustafa, what a complete all-round show, 1 for 23 with the ball and with the bat, 53 of just 18 deliveries. And Ehtisham playing a good hand as well, 25 not out of 12. Basil Hamid hitting the winning runs. Falak Noor did bowl well. Keshav took a bit of tap for his 1 wicket, but in the end it was too little too late for Fujairah, and Abu Dhabi won comfortably, swept them aside by 8 wickets and 3.2 overs to spare. Wow, what a win. Let's take a gander at the points table then. Fujairah top of the pops still. They still have 2 more games to come as well, so in a relatively comfortable position. Abu Dhabi moving to 12 points means that Emirates Reds are out of contention. They only have the hope that Sharjah will lose their remaining 2 matches and they win all of the 2 games to have a chance to get on 10 points. Dubai still in the mix. They have 3 games to go. Ajman are very much in the mix. If they can put together 2 or 3 wins, they can sneak into that top 4. Emirates Blues are comfortable. They have a lot of games in hand. Sharjah will be feeling the heat. They only have 2 games remaining and they're sitting on 10 points. So Ajman and Dubai, you do feel, can push them right to the edge and make it a very interesting last few days of the Emirates D10 group stage. In terms of the net run rate as well, Abu Dhabi getting a major boost up. They're just below Fujairah. And they have one more match coming, so there's a very strong chance they can overtake them, pip them to the top of the table. Fujairah would certainly need to go back to the drawing board here, Rizwan, and figure out their batting order, which was a bit strange to say the least this afternoon.
Well, I somehow feel it's the top 4 teams who will sort of make it to the semi-finals. Ajman, yes, they've got games left. If they can win all of them, they will be in contention, and they've got to be really, really careful.
So Emirates Red will need Sharjah to lose their remaining 2 to have a chance and win out in their last 2 games as well. All in readiness for the post-match now with Shoaib Ahmed.
Good evening and welcome. It's time for the post-match presentation for the game between Abu Dhabi and Fujairah. Abu Dhabi yet again getting those 2 important points to their name, chasing that comfortable total down and winning the game in the end, ensuring that they start off today's double-headers. They've got 2 matches and they've got another win to their name. Well, time for us to announce the player of the match, and for that we've been joined by a match referee, Mr. Iftikhar Ali. He's got the memento in his hand, and this goes to a brilliant bowling performance from Ibrar, and he'll come forward and collect the player of the match memento as well. 2 wickets for Ibrar. इब्रार मुबारकबाद आपको. मुश्किल होता है 10 ओवर फॉर्मेट में बॉलिंग करना, लेकिन आप खुश होंगे अपने परफॉर्मेंस को लेके.
सबसे पहले तो अल्लाह ताला का शुक्रिया अदा करता हूँ कि परफॉर्मेंस हो जाती है तो बंदा खुश हो जाता है. तो इस सिचुएशन में थोड़ा बैट्समैनों के लिए मुश्किल होता है, बस हार्ड लेंथ हिट करना, बस यही है.
अबू धाबी एज ए टीम बहुत अच्छा खेल रही है, बैटिंग भी अच्छी हो रही है और बॉलिंग भी अच्छी परफॉर्म कर रही है, तो क्या लग रहा है आपको कि कहाँ बेटर हो सकता है परफॉर्मेंस?
देखिए, जब हम बॉलर अच्छे करते तो ज़ाहिर बात है बैट्समैन भी पैर अच्छा करते हैं. मोमेंटम बना अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह, एंड में रोहान मुस्तफ़ा इंशाल्लाह फॉर्म में आ गया, तो इंशाल्लाह हमारी टीम के लिए अच्छा साइन है.
प्लेयर ऑफ द मैच आपको मिला है, किसे डेडिकेट करना चाहेंगे?
ये मैं बस अपने पेरेंट्स को ही करता हूँ, क्योंकि दुनिया में वही वाहिद सहारा होता है कि उनको खुश होना चाहता है बंदा.
Well done, आज Ibrar, and all the best आगे के मैचेस के लिए.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Ibrar, the player of the match in this game against Fujairah, Abu Dhabi winning the game. Well, that's it from the post-match presentation. We've got another 3 games lined up for you. Stay tuned.